Hi guys, how are you? Hi, are you an overwhelmed mom who has all of these goals and okay. Hi, are you an overwhelmed mom looking to overcome imbalance and pressure to achieve the goals and the life that you've always wanted? I am here to show you how to do it. So I am Catherine McLean, and I help clear imbalances, help you find inner peace. I help you create the life of your dreams by reaching your goals. And I do this through energy and mindset work. And today I'm so excited because I'm actually sharing my process and my tips for free with you today, so you can actually do this at home. So I want you to have the gifts, the tools. This is my purpose, guys. Like, I know that this is what I was put here to do. I love helping people. This has been such an incredible journey. I feel so blessed. I have completely transformed my life. I've transformed lives of others, and I am just wanting to share this love and these gifts with all of you so that you can transform your lives. So again, if you want to find inner peace, you want to start hitting those goals, whether it's career, finance, family goals, health, anything, literally, you can create the life of your dreams. And I'm going to walk you through a story about one of my clients first, and then I'm going to talk through all of the steps that I'm going to give you today. And we're going to go through them one by one, and you're going to write them down. So make sure you have a notebook that you can come back and watch this anytime. But I want you to know that I'm actually going to show you exactly how to do this so you can do it on your own. And at the end of it, if you want more tips, please just reach out to me. But I want to get started by talking about my process and a client that I worked with. It's such a powerful, powerful story. So I had a mom who was in a career, great career. She was making about $170,000 a year. It's not bad. For some people, that's a lot of money. For her, it was not. She was completely over leveraged financially, and she had a lot of limiting beliefs on how she could make money and how she could help support her family. Um, it was a it was just really important for her, and they needed that money from her salary. And we look at those beliefs and we look at the mindset. So let me tell you what we started with her, and I'll walk through these steps again after I go through her story. But we look at her energy and we clear the energy first. We look at her mindset. We look at her beliefs. And this is a really big one, guys. Like, some of the beliefs that we carry are so deep in our subconscious that we don't even know that they're there. We have stories that we tell ourselves that are so deep and so true to us that we would never even consider them not being true. So, as an example for her, it was, I need to have this type of job to make this type of money. And the only way I'm going to make more money is by getting a promotion or going to another company. And that's it. And this is how I'm going to make my living. And this is how I'm going to support my family. And this is how I'm going to be able to create happy memories and be able to go on vacation and and all of these wonderful things, because everyone wants to create a beautiful life, especially for your family. So what we did is we talked through what her goals were, her mindset, her beliefs. But the first thing that we did after talking through all of that is we cleared her energy. And I'm going to tell you why this is so important. This is one of the fastest ways that you can get to a clear mindset and start undoing these beliefs and these negative thought systems that are in our brains and our minds every day. When we clear our energy centers, we are connecting like further and truer to our highest self, guys. And we are all connected, and we can get into that at another time, but we are all connected to the same source, and that source lives within us. We can literally have do, want, see, whatever it is that we want. Humans are the most powerful creators in this entire universe. We can literally create anything, and we're the only beings that can do that. It's so incredible. So I talk about this a lot, in Instagram and also with my clients, that you're either acting like a creator and creating your life, or you're acting like a reactor and just reacting to the things that are going on around you. And whether or not you know it or want to believe it right now, you're still creating your own reality by doing that. So it's really, really important that we get you out of those habits and into new ones. So anyway, in clearing her energy, we uncovered a beautiful, beautiful passion of hers. And she had this passion since she was a little girl, and had always had like one toe in the water somehow, like it was a volunteer situation, and just completely passionate. Like this was the thing she loved most, but she didn't really talk about it very much because her belief system was, oh, well, anyone who works in this industry doesn't make very much. There's no way that I could do that and support my family. I know this industry better than anyone. I've been involved in it for 30 years, 20 years. Um, and no one can tell me any different. That's just the way it is. Nobody makes any money in this industry. So it's interesting because in working through this and working through her roadblocks and working through her beliefs, we were actually able to uncover something really magical. And I'll go through the steps with you after I tell you her story. But she was able to, after working together, clearing her energy, changing her mindset, catching herself in those negative moments, rewiring her beliefs, and changing the neurons in her brain. Because, guys, when we switch the neurons in our brain to start thinking positively, and we catch ourselves and we tell ourselves a different story, our little brain detectives, those neurons are going to start looking for more and more positive things. So I know that you've known and seen in your life, say you get up in the morning and you stub your toe, you're like, oh, bad day. And then you go into the kitchen, you break a glass, and the dog pees on the floor, and all these things happen. And it's like, oh my gosh, my day is just going awful. And these things keep happening, happening, happening. They're not happening to you, they're happening because you're focusing on the negative thing and you're not changing it. So it could have been like, oh, I stubbed my toe. Like, well, this isn't the kind of day I'm going to have. I'm going to have an amazing day and I'm going to move on. And I'm going to start looking for good things. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I cleaned the kitchen last night. Isn't it so beautiful and clean? I'm so glad that I actually got that task done. It starts going in the other direction. I'm sure you've also seen, if you've had something really amazing happen to you and you start sharing it with other people, they have other great stories to share, or something else great happens to you, or you get a free cup of coffee, or someone opens the door for you, and things start to spiral in a positive direction. So I want you to start seeing the evidence that you actually are the creator, and whatever we think about, we bring about. And so it's really important that we work on that mindset and the beliefs. And again, I'm going to go through all of the steps below, but we got to her. We also have an evidence list that I'm going to talk about. I'm so excited to talk about. But I want to tell you, ultimately, within this 90 days, this woman who did not believe in starting her own business, only thought she could make money through a job, had all of these limiting beliefs, didn't think she'd ever make any more than a certain amount, and she'd have to put in so much more work that would take her away from her family. After uncovering her passion, removing roadblocks, rewiring her neurons, and creating her evidence list, which we'll go over, she actually came up with this incredible idea that she has already executed on, and she has transformed her life completely. You guys, she is working in the industry that she loves. And remember, she was making $170,000 at her nine to five job. She is now making $500,000 in only 2 weeks of work in the year, with minimal work putting those 2 weeks together throughout the year. You guys, like, what? Like, she went from $170,000 to $500,000 in 2 weeks of the year, guys. Like, mind blown. And I hope you are too, because you probably relate to a lot of the things that she was going through. She had a job, she could only work a certain way. These were her beliefs. She had to have a secure job, 9 to 5, with the insurance, with this, with this, with this. all of these things that we think we're supposed to be doing, but are we really living our greatest purpose? Guys, we get one life. And that's what I love so much about this process. And it works, and it's worked for hundreds of people. And I am just so, so passionate to share it with you because I want everyone to know that you can change your life and you can start today. So, are you ready? Okay, step one, we're going to clear our energy. Because remember what I said about the energy. We clear our energy centers, we connect truer and deeper to our highest self so that we can uncover our truest purpose. But when we first start doing it, we're literally just trying to find some inner peace and become present in the moment. So let's go through an exercise right now. You can always come back to this video and watch it again. We're going to do a quick one just so you know what it's about. If you want to do it longer, another time, you can do it on your own, but at least you know what this is about. So I want you to get in a comfortable position, either sitting straight up or I want you to lay down. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Big inhale, big exhale, big inhale, and exhale. And keeping your eyes closed, I want you to imagine the most beautiful white light you've ever seen streaming in through the top of your head and filling up your entire body. And this light is pure love. It is pure peace. And it is filling you completely and wholly in this very moment. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, down your arms to the tips of your fingers and everywhere in between. Every little crevice, atom, every piece of you is filled with this beautiful, glowing, gorgeous white light filled with love and peace. And just feel that light within you shining. Feel that love and warmth. Feel the calm and peace. And I want you to take an inhale and take all of this in, the peace, the love, and the present moment. And I want you to exhale any energy that no longer serves you. Inhale again, pure love and peace, and exhale anything that's no longer serving you. One more time, inhale and exhale. I want you to slowly flutter your eyes open and come back to me. I hope that brought you some peace. I know it did for me every time I do it. I feel it. I feel so peaceful. But that's just one thing that you can do. That's a quick one. Sometimes I do it longer. Another great grounding technique for energy to really feel centered is go outside in your bare feet and put your feet in the grass. And you would just feel the power of the earth beneath you and just feel completely centered and just feel the sensations. And you will just feel so much better after doing that. It will change your day around. If you ever do go through my 90-day program, there's tons of other energy clearing techniques that we'll go through, but these are two to get you started on your own for free. Again, I'm giving you the steps for free today because I want you to be able to do this, guys. Step two, mindset and belief. So now that your energy is clear, I want you to get a notebook. And I want you to write down any goals that you have. Maybe they seem crazy right now, but I want you to write them down anyway. First thing that comes to you, write that goal down. And I want you to write down the steps that you're going to need to take to get there in your mind. What steps do you need to take to get there? And then I want you to write down the roadblocks. What are the roadblocks that are stopping you from getting there? Okay, now I want you to look at this sheet a little bit differently. I want you to imagine that those roadblocks on that sheet of paper were given to you by your best friend. And she's asking for your help. Hey, best friend, how do I get over these roadblocks? And it completely will shift your perspective, and how you're looking at those roadblocks. And I want you to give your friend advice. How am I going to overcome these roadblocks? How am I going to think differently about this? How am I going to come up with a solution for what I think is a problem? And I want you to write those things down too. Then, number three, step three, habits. We're going to form new habits that we're going to do every single day. So, as part of your writing down your goals and little actions that are going to go towards that, you're going to take action towards your goals every single day, and you're going to make a habit of it. If it's one thing, two things, three things, you're going to do something every single day towards that goal. Okay. The other thing you're going to do, and this will go right into step four. At the end of every single day, as the last thing you do, so put your phone down. I don't want you looking at your phone after you've already set your alarm. You're not doing anything. You're not going to watch TV. You are going to get your notebook out again and write down at least 5 things really great that happened to you today. So that could be really small. Like you saw a beautiful flower. Like the other day, my middle son saw these neon orange, like little mushrooms in our yard. And I was like, that is so cool. It was just so beautiful. It looked like, I don't know, it looked like it was out of a cartoon movie. I wrote that down that night. Like it was just so, I don't know, it was just really neat. There's still gonna be something so tiny and silly like that. But I want you to also look for evidence of things that you're doing towards your goal. So I want you to write down that you were so grateful for the things that you did in that day. Like it was a great thing that you took a step towards your goal. And I want you to write down things that are happening. And what we will do is that will create step 4. So that will become your evidence list. And what the evidence list is a tool that's going to help rewire the neurons in your brain to start looking for those positive things. So you will now have a book of evidence that shows what a powerful creator you are. And it's so amazing. So you're going to be able to look back every single day. And at the end of the week, like look back and be like, look what I created. Because everything in your life is what you've created. And you've had 5 great moments every day. Wow. Imagine what else you can create. So you're going to work with that evidence list to build more confidence, to take bigger and bolder actions towards your goals, to be able to change your mindset faster because you believe that you're a creator. And I know a lot of people have said, oh yeah, just think positively. Like it's so hard. It's so hard. That's why we take these steps, guys. Like this is a process. It's a proven process that has helped so many people, and you can do it. And I'm just so excited because you can. You're going to find this evidence and you're going to be able to switch it so much faster. You get in a bad mood, something happens, we're not reacting anymore. Like this doesn't serve me. This is not purposeful behavior towards my goal. And you are going to see that your life is going to change. So I'm so excited. I hope you take these 4 steps and you start on them today. Please, please, please reach out to me and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how it's going. Like I want to hear your success stories. I am just so grateful and honored to be able to share this with you. I'm so glad that you are here with me in this video. If you will follow me on Instagram, my link is below. I share more tips and stories. And if you want to hear more about my 90-day program and you'd like me to guide you through it over 90 days rather than do it yourself, I am open and available and I want to help. So if you want to hear more about my 90-day program, then you can actually book a call with me, a 30-minute call. There's a link below to do that. And we can let's talk through your goals. Let's make sure this is a good fit for you. Tell me what you thought about the steps. See if you went through them at all. And if you start seeing a change, I'd love to hear that from you. I'm so excited. Again, I'm Catherine McLean. I'd love to see you on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you, DMs, reach out to me. I want to help. Ask me questions. It will help me be able to create more content for you guys that's helpful and overcoming obstacles and answering anything that seems confusing to you and just getting you to a feel good place, because that's what I want you to do. I want you to create the life of your dreams. So follow me on Instagram, click below to book a call with me, and let's change our lives. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you love and light, and I just want you to have the most beautiful day ahead.